Welcome to High Oracle's Reiki Spiritual Healing Channel. And we have been canceling these contracts in our lives, these demonic contracts that have been signed with the blood of generations, through the years and generations of the colonizers, of the enslavers. So we are canceling those contracts of destitution, homelessness. We are canceling those contracts of being sacrificed, of being jobless. A lot of you are creating your own jobs. I'm very happy for you. I really appreciate it, that you're able to see your way out of that dark tunnel that you were in with those contracts that had been created by some of our ancestors through witchcraft. We are able to cancel those contracts that those secret societies in our family had, signed in blood. We are able to cancel those contracts, those trauma bonds, and those family members who have been willingly destiny swapped. Okay, so now that we are breaking those contracts, I see a lot more abundance coming for you. I saw, in my dream last night, I saw the rainbow. I was able to look in, the water was clear water, that we were crossing the stream. And it had rainbows. You could see the rainbows in the water as we were crossing this stream. So this lets me know that we have canceled these contracts of our family, of our lineage. Some of you who have been destiny swapped through your parents, you're canceling those contracts, and they are canceled. Those demonic entities that were plaguing your life. I heard during the dream last night, I heard that Pazuzu had been put to rest in some of your lives, and that is an air spirit. In this dream, the air was, it wasn't too cold. It was just right. It was warm. It's warming up outside now. We're starting over. We're having our new beginnings. We have our growth, and we're having our prosperity and abundance, because the forest, the river that we were crossing, on the other side of this river, it was budding with life. It was bees. I could see deer. I could see rabbits. It was budding with life. The trees had flowers on it. Okay? And, we want to always make sure that we are seeing what we're seeing, that we're hearing what we're hearing in these dreams. So, I saw, a bunch of you crossing this river. And I could see the rainbow. So that rainbow, that is a confirmation. That is a confirmation in our lives that everything is going to be all right. That we are not going to, go down in flames with those people who want us to be in competition. They want to be in competition with us. They want our gifts. We are not giving up our gifts to these entities that have bound our parents. And I just wanted to give you this type of message, because it is very relevant to what we have been talking about. I kept seeing, those flies. I kept seeing flies being eaten, flies being eaten by dragonflies. Okay. So I kept seeing, all of these prosperous signs, these animals, as we're crossing this river, And there was no one in this, just lagging behind. Everyone was happy to make it to the other side. And, they felt really good. They were cleansing themselves through this river. The water was clear because I could see the rainbow. So that is our covenant that God has made with us, that we are going to be all right, that, God is giving us restoration, our gifts, that those storms that has been in our lives have finally ceased, and they have been, returned to those people who have sent those dark clouds to your parents, to you. And for some of them, it is going to be a life-threatening illness. For some of them, it is going to be fatal. For some of them, it is going to be mentally blocked and challenges because of this is what they have sent out. And, I've been saying all the time, some of you are getting what I'm saying. Some of you are reaching out to me. You're getting what I'm saying. You're taking into consideration to try something new, when other things have been failing for you in life. Try something new. Step out of the norm. And I have to do this all the time with you guys because I want you to get the best possible relief, the best possible reaction from your cleansing, from your healing, and from your prayers, your prostration. All of this stuff, all of these things, they go together. They go together. Like I say, you cannot have religion without spiritual healing, spirituality. So in this dream, I have been seeing all of you who are coming. It was slow, but I didn't see, there wasn't any rough waters. We were able to get across this stream onto the other side. I can't even, tell you what was on behind us because I didn't look back. No one looked back. We went on across this stream. And what really, stuck out to me was as we were going across this stream, there was like, those sun rays, like a big sun ray and burst was coming up on us as we were crossing this stream. And I could see the bees. I could see, the wildlife, the deer. I could see, the different types of rabbits, brown and white rabbits. Those are prosperity. That is grounding that we were seeing. I could see the flowers budding. I could see flowers in the trees. Okay, so this is growth. This is prosperity that we are walking into. And I am so happy that a lot of you have been allowed in your life to close out these contracts, to cancel these contracts that has been looming over your lineage, over your bloodline. I'm ecstatic that I'm able to help you to do that, to be a part of this process, to be a part of your life. I thank you for all of you who have reached out to me. I thank all of you who have, used the Amazon, reached out to my Amazon account and ordered products through Amazon. I really appreciate you, those of you who have gotten me to help you with these cleansing rituals, to close out these contracts, to break these demonic entities, and from what I was understanding, those are two more demonic entities that was in this dream that was falling by the wayside. The swarm of flies, and the air demon. That is two more, and I'm going to look those up. But they were being put to rest. They could not keep up with us. They could not follow us over this water, this stream. That sunburst, burnt all of that off, and these contracts are being burnt up from these demonic entities that have been made with our parents. These demonic entities that have, suffered our lives, suffered in the shadows of our lives for us to be in lack, for us to be sickly, for us to be in poverty all of our lives. Those contracts have been canceled And a lot of you who have been working in these areas to remove these demonic entities and cancel these contracts, you have broken these contracts from your mother, from witchcraft that was over your life, the spoken, words over your life as spells. You have broken these contracts from secret societies and those demons that they had hired through altars, those demons that were contracted to be trauma bond and make violence in your life, chaos in your life through your lineage, only in your lineage, it has been broken. And you're able to move forward. You're going to see restoration in your life. You're going to see the prosperity. You're going to be getting your job. Your children are going to be getting jobs. You're going to be getting that house. You're going to be prosperous wherever you go. You're going to be starting your own businesses. So get ready for this type of increase. I'm seeing some increase. This is the second, dream that I've had where I have been seeing increase for you guys, for the collective, for the chosen ones who have chosen to fight those demons that have been in the back of your life, in the shadows of your life. And again, we have won and we have come out on the other side smelling like roses. And I hope you received this message. So please book your consultation so that I can acclimate a gift to your situation. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Donate to my channel. I'm High Oracle, Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.